Okay, here we are outside our underground greenhouse, and it's January 1st, 2017. Starting to rain a little bit here in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And here comes Aiden. He's our main toiling farmer. He does all the digging and heavy lifting. So Stephanie's coming out of the greenhouse here. You can see we've got a ramp going down to our, about 5 foot deep floor level in the greenhouse. Let's go inside. About some things.
Alrighty, so we're gonna start over here. We've got some really nice lettuce growing, as you can see. It's just in its primal stages, but as we go along, it really develops into a beautiful young leaf plant. There you go.
I'm going to give you an overview of the greenhouse. So we've got raised beds on the edges, forming a U all the way around the greenhouse with a central aisle, in the middle of which we've got a giant 2,000 gallon tank full of fish. And our raised planters help to keep the natural sidewalls from falling in. And if you look up, you can see that this is not a kit. This is a 1-inch tube steel. Our buddies Paul Cooper and Charles Rencounter welded this up, and you can see some of the black pipes running across the top. Those are water coming out of the water tank and going through these black pipes with the intent of getting a little bit of solar gain. Those pipes heating up with water that is then circulated back into the tank. The tank acts as a heat sink and helps us tremendously. We gained 10 to 15 degrees of ambient temperature in the nighttime in the winter over last year. It came close to freezing in the winter last year inside the greenhouse. So we did this. We got this idea from the geodesic dome greenhouses up in Pagosa in Colorado. They put these big tanks in all their greenhouses. So we thought we'd try it. Seems to be working pretty well. We've also got some painted black water barrels here, just also absorbing the heat in the daytime and radiating at night. If you look over here, you can see these drainage pipes with the screens on the end. Those run underground. There's another one up there. They run underground and all the way back to the source back in the back corner here. Way back here. This fan is drawing air in, pushing it underground and back up the other side. That's bringing the ambient temperature of 50 plus degrees below ground into the air overnight. Also, by pushing this air through all day, we're putting a little bit of heat into the ground that we then recapture at night. Also, the air movement we find to be pretty necessary in the greenhouse to try to avoid mold. You can see up top there's another fan. This is the Inflating Fan. This is a 2-layer plastic film, and that fan is inflating the gap between the 2 layers of film, giving us a pretty good R value. We're all buttoned up for the winter with 2 layers on all the end walls as well. So back to the water tank, you can see we've got, well, you can't really see the fish. There are a lot of fish in here. Bluegill, crappie, perch, even a trout. And so this water is going up this riser into our pipes that are heating water up, dumping into this black tank up on the top here. That black tank, where I've got minnows and fingerlings. You know, if we put the little fish in here, the big fish will eat them. So that water then comes down into this. I've got some filtration media there that some of the fish poop is caught in, and the solids are removed. And the other pipe is going into a pump here and circulating fresh water back into the tank. I'd say once a week I get my pond vac and I suck the solids off the bottom just to keep this water as clean as possible. We're using this water to water all the plants with the idea that the nutrients that the fish are passing into the water are fertilizing the plants without adding anything extra. You can see we have some plants on these little end panels. Those came out of our pond. They'll go back into the pond in the spring. They're not doing great. It's a little too cool, I think, for these tropical plants, but they do help to clean the water a little bit as well. So you can see as we sort of scan what we have growing here, we're focusing on cool weather greens, and this is our first growth after rebuilding the beds and building the water tank.
So it's 3 weeks old.
This is 3 weeks of growth.
So it has carrots, lettuce, broccoli, let's see what else, radish,
Chard.
spinach, chard, kale, and all kind of root vegetables, beets, turnips. But it's new. We started planting 3 weeks ago, so it doesn't look great yet.
So, taking another look at this tank, this is a 1/8 inch plate steel that Paul Cooper welded up, and we've got about 6 foot of depth, about 4 feet here and another 2 feet subterranean on the inside with a pond liner. And our water temperature is sitting just below 60 degrees, so we're able to feed the fish all winter long, keep that cycle of nutrient in the water, and hoping that the fish will grow all winter long, and we do eat the fish. So this is our little mini ecosystem where we're hoping to get fish and vegetables regularly all winter long.
Did you tell the measurements?
Stephanie wants you to know that the greenhouse is 20 by 30. And yeah, anything else, Stephanie?
Not for today. More to come.
All right, more to come. Thanks. Yay.
I think that will be our salad for tonight. Good enough.